I remember holding a beautifully crafted vase, its surface smooth and flawless. It was a gift, a symbol of hope and new beginnings. Yet, accidents happened. The vase slipped from my grasp, shattering into countless pieces on the hard floor. In that moment, I felt a rush of despair, the weight of its brokenness heavy in my heart. It seemed irreparable, a painful reminder of a moment gone wrong. Life, like that vase, is often marked by unexpected falls and painful breaks. We experience disappointments, heartbreaks, and failures that leave us feeling shattered and lost. We may question our worth, believing that these cracks define us, making us less worthy, less beautiful. The instinct to hide these broken pieces, to pretend they don't exist, can be overwhelming. There's a Japanese art form called kintsugi, which translates to golden joinery or golden repair. It's the practice of repairing broken pottery with lacquer dusted or mixed with powdered gold, silver, or platinum. Imagine that, highlighting the cracks, not hiding them. Kintsugi doesn't seek to disguise the breakage, but instead, it celebrates the history of the object, making it even more beautiful and valuable because of its repairs. We too can embrace the art of kintsugi in our own lives. We can choose to see our broken pieces, not as flaws, but as opportunities for growth and transformation. Our experiences, even the painful ones, shape us, mold us, and make us who we are. They teach us resilience, compassion, and the incredible strength that comes from overcoming adversity. When we allow ourselves to acknowledge and embrace our scars, we open ourselves up to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. We move through the world with more empathy, more compassion, both for ourselves and for others who are also navigating their own broken pieces. It's easy to get caught in the trap of comparison, to look at others and perceive them as whole and unblemished. We may even try to present a perfect facade to the world, hiding our struggles and vulnerabilities. However, this pursuit of perfection is an illusion, a barrier to genuine connection and self-acceptance. True strength lies not in the absence of scars, but in the courage to embrace them. It's about acknowledging the battles we've fought and the lessons we've learned along the way. It's about recognizing that our experiences, both positive and negative, have shaped us into the resilient individuals we are today. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, to share our stories and our scars authentically, we create space for connection and healing. We give others permission to do the same, fostering a sense of belonging and shared humanity. We realize that we are not alone in our struggles, and that our imperfections are what make us beautifully human. Our scars tell the stories of our battles fought and won. They are reminders of our strength, our perseverance, and our capacity to overcome adversity. Each scar, whether physical or emotional, represents a moment where we were challenged, where we stumbled and fell. But ultimately, we rose again. They are not marks of defeat, but rather badges of honor, testaments to our resilience and our indomitable spirit. They whisper tales of courage, of vulnerability, and the extraordinary capacity of the human heart to heal and to grow stronger in the broken places. They speak volumes about our ability to adapt, to learn, and to come out on the other side, transformed. These scars, often hidden beneath clothing or masked by a smile, hold within them the essence of our life experiences. They are a part of our unique narrative, adding depth and texture to the tapestry of our lives. They remind us that we are not defined by our past, but rather we are shaped by it. We are not our scars, but they have contributed to who we are. Vulnerability is often perceived as a weakness, something to be avoided or hidden away. However, it is in our willingness to be vulnerable, to acknowledge our imperfections and our pain, that we discover our true strength. It is in the cracks, in the broken places, that the light gets in, illuminating our resilience and our capacity for growth. Vulnerability is not about weakness, it's about courage. It's about showing up authentically, even when it's scary, even when we're not sure what to expect. It's about allowing ourselves to be seen, flaws and all, and trusting that we are worthy of love and belonging, even in our imperfection. When we embrace vulnerability, we open ourselves up to deeper connections with others. We create space for empathy, compassion, and understanding. We allow ourselves to be truly seen and known, fostering a sense of belonging and acceptance. In those moments of shared vulnerability, we discover that we are not alone in our struggles, that our imperfections are what make us human, and that our scars are stories waiting to be told. Our scars, often seen as sources of pain or shame, can become powerful reminders of our strength and resilience when we choose to view them through a different lens. It's a shift in perspective, a conscious decision to redefine what these marks represent in the narrative of our lives. It's about reclaiming our stories and finding empowerment in the face of adversity. Instead of viewing our scars as blemishes, we can choose to see them as symbols of our resilience, our ability to overcome challenges and emerge stronger on the other side. Each scar tells a story, a testament to our battles fought and our capacity for growth. It's a reminder that we are not defined by our past, but rather we are shaped by it. By reframing our perspective, we can transform our relationship with our scars. We can move from a place of shame and self-doubt to a place of acceptance and self-compassion. We can learn to appreciate our scars as reminders of our strength, our resilience, and our incredible capacity for healing and growth. Our stories, complete with their ups and downs, their triumphs, and their scars, are what make us unique. They are the threads that weave together the tapestry of our lives, creating a rich and complex masterpiece. They are not something to be ashamed of or hidden away, but rather they are something to be owned, celebrated, and shared. When we embrace our stories, scars, and all, we step into our power. We acknowledge that our experiences, both positive and negative, have shaped us into the resilient and compassionate individuals we are today. We recognize that our scars are not signs of weakness, but rather badges of honor, testaments to our ability to overcome adversity. By sharing our stories, we give others permission to do the same. We create space for vulnerability, connection, and healing. We break down the walls of shame and isolation, reminding ourselves and others that we are not alone in our struggles. Our stories have the power to inspire, to encourage, and to remind us all that we are capable of overcoming even the most difficult of challenges. The journey toward wholeness is not about erasing our scars or pretending that our pain never existed. It's about embracing all parts of ourselves, the light and the shadow, the brokenness and the beauty. It's about recognizing that our scars are an integral part of our story and that they do not diminish us, but rather they make us whole. This journey is a process, not a destination. It's about learning to love and accept ourselves, scars and all. It's about extending ourselves the same grace and compassion that we would offer to a loved one. It's about recognizing that our worthiness is not dependent on our perfection, but rather it is inherent within us. As we journey toward wholeness, We learn to embrace our vulnerability as a source of strength. We discover that our scars are not signs of weakness, but rather they are reminders of our resilience, our capacity for healing, and our ability to rise above adversity. We learn to see our stories as sacred, woven with threads of courage, compassion, and the unwavering human spirit. Let us have the courage to embrace our scars, to share our stories, and to stand tall in our vulnerability. Let us redefine what it means to be strong, to be beautiful, and to be whole. Let us create a world where our scars are not seen as flaws, but as reminders of our resilience, our compassion, and our shared humanity. We are not defined by our past, but rather we are shaped by it. We are not our scars, but they have contributed to who we are. Resilient, compassionate, and beautifully flawed human beings. Let us embrace our stories, scars and all, and step into the fullness of who we are meant to be.